Hey, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Um, Wanted to shoot another video here just to chat for a few moments about 2015, like where Stella and I feel like 2015 is going, what God plans on doing, and specifically like over just the next few months, January, February, March-ish, stuff like that. First of all, I just wanted to reiterate just how thankful that we are for the time that you are dedicating to these students, to preaching the gospel, to communicating the love of Jesus Christ. We are seeing some awesome stuff happen. Was so pleased just in the last leadership meeting to hear the stories of what God is doing through you and through other students, and I look forward to continuing to hear those stories as God works. 2015 is going to be a year, I really believe, of passing down culture, and we've been talking about culture, and even in our leadership meetings talking about the idea of confrontation, the way God does it, the kingdom confrontation. And I believe that 2015 is going to be a year of passing the culture down from just what Stella and I believe that God is making Fusion to be, into that culture being passed down even to our student leaders and the students, so that it perpetuates itself. And the greatest way we believe that is going to happen is through raising student leaders, raising students up, raising you guys up, to be able to effectively communicate the gospel. I really see this as being something where we are taking new believers and quickly assimilating them into the work of the ministry, getting them sharing their testimonies, getting them involved in smaller group activities where they're taking small leadership roles alongside of an already established leader. The idea of taking our faith and putting it into action rather than waiting for there to be some kind of, like magical turn on point where it's like, okay, now you can do this, now you've earned the right to do this, or now you are smart enough, you know God enough to be able to do this. But taking that faith and putting it into action at a quicker rate, I believe, is going to help us really take and raising students up. Okay, so that's just kind of a skim view, and I apologize if I maybe did not communicate that as effectively as I should have. It's still very, very fresh in my spirit. Throughout the next few months, we got some really exciting things happening. January is going to be pretty much a month of student testimonies, and so we've got, I know Tanner's going to be sharing his testimony, Drex is going to be sharing his, and possibly others. I'll definitely be speaking once or twice that month. It's going to be fantastic, but I want to do more of this, and so it might even move into March. Throughout these next few months of January and February, one of the things that we're really going to be working on communicating is the idea of going all the way with Jesus and not stopping short. Don't know what we're going to entitle that series, that teaching series, but I'm still working on that. Want to hear from you guys on that, what your thoughts are, maybe some ideas that you have. This could be something that we could definitely create together. February, I believe we're going to be teaching on relationships. Again, it is the month of love, so Valentine's and all that, would be teaching on healthy relationships. And March or April, we'll be working on and talking about evangelism. And I believe April's going to be the gospel, Mark is going to be evangelism. So that's kind of a look at the series. Really looking forward to building relationships over the next few months. Obviously, January we've got the lock-in. December, January we've got the lock-in. Be a great time to be able to build some relationships. And then February we have the weekend, which is just 3 fantastic days where we're around students all the time. And then March we have the Belief Conference for junior high. Again, a 24-hour event where we are just spending a lot of time with these students and building fantastic relationships. One of the things that we have coming down the pipe that we're hoping for in July, we'll be doing Compel Night again, and hoping to be able to get Elijah Waters out at that. Been communicating with him. Not sure that that's going to work. So let's just kind of keep that under the lid, but we're hoping for it. So that's just kind of the next few months. Really, I think if there is one thing that we would say, where is Fusion really pushing for January, February, March, and 2015, the real push is getting students and actively involved in doing the ministry and getting rid of this concept of we need to disciple them first and then let them do the work. Let's get them in a safe environment doing the work while we are discipling them, putting their faith into action, putting it into action so that faith produces an act inside of them of going out and grabbing God, reaching out for God, rather than being spoon-fed God on a continual basis. Them going out and seeking God out, and then we're alongside of them, helping them to process and to take what they're learning and ensuring that it is theologically correct and sound, but getting them doing the work of reaching out to God rather than being spoon-fed God. So that's kind of a little bit of where we're going. I encourage you just in our conversations face-to-face, through email and text and whatnot, challenge that, ask questions. Let's have conversations more and more on this so that we're together on page and doing this together as a team. God bless.